Latanya Lynn Garrett. I'm good. How are you? Uh, wow. Bass. Pleasant good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, saying hello to Latanya Lynn Garrett, who is at work as always. she, she works harder than I do. Also to Chris Bass and Pamela Hawkins. She says she's taking a mental night off. I heard that, girlfriend. Uh, Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you all being on there. Here I go again, talking about I appreciate it. Hello to everyone who has checked in already on Facebook, on Twitter. I'm sorry, Twitch. And what's the other one? YouTube. Yeah. Thank you so much. Coming up in our last hour, we do a little thing we call foreplay. 4 songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. Last hour of Bedtime Stories Power, as we started off with Truth. All I do is think of you on Bedtime Stories. Welcome. Yo, Bree. Uh, how am I doing? I'm tired. Daddy is tired. I'm so tired. Been up since 6 this morning. Haven't had a proper nap. So Daddy is tired. Very tired. But I'm gonna be all right though. Yep. Yep. They trying to work me to death at VON. I'm like, y'all crazy. Your best people, they try to work you to death. Work. That's what they do. D-Ron, what's going on, sir? That's right. Work your best people to death. And then nobody left after that. So I wasn't able to get to the hoagie place today. It's a time for somebody to take a vape. I know, right? So I couldn't get to the hoagie place. So the best step was to go to Subway. So gonna eat fresh tonight. Otherwise, thank you, Latanya. Thank you, D-Ron, my daughter, Brianna. Thank you. Appreciate you all. Yep, I really do. But if I took a vacation, where would I go? You know, I'd have to go somewhere where there's no internet access, so I wouldn't work. Otherwise, I try to do a show. Sherry or Cherie Yvette Withers Banks. Good evening. Thank you, family. So I'm sure everybody saw um, the services and everything for Casper next week. It's posted on Facebook. I'm not gonna post it. If y'all see it on Facebook, then that's what it is. So that's it. That's all. But uh, y'all know what it is. Casper was known for having these elaborate shows where people would do, you know, pantomime to their favorite, and sometimes they actually look like these people. So he found a little boy that looked just like Biggie. I'm like, okay, I ain't mad at you. The little boy looked just like Biggie. I'm like, where did you find this kid at? Mm-mm. You didn't see it. Okay, let me send it to you. I don't know why, but okay. Let me send it right to you right now. You are welcome. You got it. You're welcome. There we go. We should be sending now. Now. It has been a rough day. I've been at work since 6 o'clock. The guy that was supposed to relieve me at 4, he said, "Oh, I forgot I was supposed to work." He got there at 4:30. I got home at 5, laid down to take a nap. What happened? Phone rings. At a quarter to 6. I'm like, I could have slept all the way to, yeah, to at least 6:45. That way I could have, transitioned and gone to, Donald Blair's house to hook up his music for his show. So of course that didn't happen. Yeah. Yep. Temptations. I got an Eveready love. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Good evening to Sherry, or as I call her, Cherie Yvette Withers Banks, who is an extraordinary young lady. That's all I have to say. She's extraordinary. She is a Whitney Houston tribute artist. We don't say impersonator because she's not Rich Little. She doesn't turn around and then she's Whitney. No, she comes out and she is Whitney, and that's it. And she does a excellent job. I just have to say that an excellent job. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you so much for joining us. Somebody wanted to hear some cameo. Guess what? You're in luck. I got two in a row coming up. Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis and Chicago, and of course, WRLNradio.com, a radio media station. This is Feel Me on Bedtime Stories. Mm-mm. Phones are ringing. This must be from last night. Somebody liked my post from last night. It's interesting. Everybody had pictures with Casper except me, which is weird. We're always together, right? But we don't have any pictures together. The only picture that I found was something that somebody sent me from a few years ago, like 12, 13 years ago, when Casper DJ'd our wedding reception. I was like, oh, check that out. I had no idea whatsoever. I'm like, where'd that come from? And my favorite suit too. Yeah. With your love. Alabama. I ain't going down to Alabama. uh-uh. DJ Coach, what's going on? So you don't have a picture with him either, I know, right? When the fun starts, should I stop before I've had enough? Good evening to you too, Troy. Bam, 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 bam. DJ Coach in the house. Long time no see, man. Long time. Well, found a girl. How you been, DJ Coach? You still DJing and coaching? That's all I want to know. DJ Coach in the house. Of course, we all used to work together on Wednesday nights with Bobby. Bobby. What was Bobby's last name? Carr? Bobby Carr, yeah. Yeah. Just relaxing and staying out of trouble. I know that's right. I know the feeling. Trust me. That's right. Stay out of trouble. Yep. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. Take me. Still DJing, not coaching. Okay. Well, guess it's safer out there DJing and not coaching. I suppose. Yeah, me too. Just DJing, no coaching. And unless you call training someone at work coaching. So I guess, yeah, I guess I'm doing that. Do need to coach some of these young fools. I know, right? Mm-hmm. So that's coaching, all right. Mm-hmm. Now that's coaching. Woo, why y'all tell me my hair look like this? I look like a cockatiel, or like I need a cockatiel. You're just standing up, boy. But thanks to the makers of Beijing, that's right. And no, it isn't black. It's dark brown. I'm just saying, it's dark brown. Looks black on camera though, but it looks natural. Don't you think? It looks natural. Hey, Ronnie, what's going on? What you say? That's the new style? Yeah, all the guys are getting their beards done, with the Beijing, so they look really black. His beards look really black. I'm like, go ahead with your bad self. Toya Gibson, what's going on? Would you say city cut it off? Cut what off? What are you talking about? City cut what off? Anyway, the city cut it off. What did the city cut off? Obviously not your electricity because you're on my Facebook Live, so could not have been your electricity unless you got one of them generators. So oh, cut my hair off. Oh, oh no, I would never do that. It would have to all fall out at once. Mm-mm. Cutting my hair. No, that ain't gonna happen. Mm-mm. I would never do that. It would all have to fall out on the sides and everywhere. I'd have to. Even then, I'm gonna get one of them units and put on top of my. I don't look good with my haircut. I did that once before with my first wife. She said, "Shave your head." I'm like, "Shave my head." She said, "Yeah, yeah." Cut the hair on your head off. That's funny. No, no. Cute, but no. I don't look good with a bald head, so that would never happen. I go to Bosley before I give up. I'm not a brother to give up. To the road from Cameo, hanging downtown and feel me right here on Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Toya Gibson said I should cut my hair off. I'm like, girl, what you been smoking? I would never cut my hair. It would have to all fall out at once before I ever. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Like, what? Cut my hair? No. Shave my hair? I did that when I was married to my first wife. I shaved my head. She was like, oh, you should shave it. Don't you feel better? I stood in the mirror and I actually cut it off. And I was like, and then, shaved the rest. I said, is this what you want? She said, don't you feel better? I was like, yeah, now you shave your head. I was like, no. That's right. Samson. That's my strength, baby. If it falls out, I'm going to Bosley. They're going to take some off the back of my neck and put it in my head. All right? Here's Tevin Campbell on Bedtime Stories. Cut my hair. That's the funniest stuff ever. Mm. No, no, and no. I'd cut something else off before I cut off my hair, okay? Okay? Uh-uh. Mhm. Yep, that's right. That's my strength, baby. Shoot. That's just a little spot. That's all. As long as it's still growing here, slap it to the back. Mhm. Like, what? Shave my hair. That's funny. No way, Jose. Mm-mm. Anyway, Troy said I can't. The ladies and I have way too much fun with it. I'm sure you do. But nah. I would not look good with a bald head. Steve Harvey, perfectly bald head. Um, Even like with Bernie Mac, when his hair was falling out, he went and got him, one of them Steve Harvey wigs. He's like, I ain't cut my hair, uh-uh. And my first wife, she wanted me to shave my head and let my beard go gray. I'm like, Dad, what you want me to look like, Mr. Brown? I'm like, so when I'm married the second time, and I know a lot of people are gonna be pissed off about this. They just are, you know. I'm not supposed to have had a past. So anyway, yeah. Um, yeah, she wanted my beard to go gray. She's like, "Oh, is that the real color of your hair? Why do you dye your hair?" I'm like, "Cause I just do. Cause I don't, I like Morgan Freeman as much as I love him. I'm not trying to look like him. I I'll sound like him, but I'm not looking like Morgan Freeman. No, I'm not doing that. Ain't happening. No, no way, Jose. So cut your hair. Uh-uh. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That ain't happening. Mm-mm. Hello, O O Silver. Thank you for being here on my live. Enjoy. I am good. Thank you for asking. I'm good. A little tired, but it's that getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning that's kind of getting to me. I'm not getting any sleep. Like I was saying earlier, how about looking like Isaac Hayes? He okay, but that ain't for me. That's not my style. But anyway, all this week I've been getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to be at VON, only for no one to relieve me until like 3, and today 4:30. Like, okay. I wanted to change my schedule to 5 a.m., but I refused. But you said Nick Ashford. Yeah, Nick Ashford. I like his look. Yeah. Yeah, I'll grow it long like Nick Ashford. I ain't, get a perm like Verdine. I'm, oh no, Verdine, what, 70 years old, still rocking the perm? Yeah, that's gonna be me. I'm not giving up my hair. Mm-mm. I mean, imagine a bald-headed Michael Jackson going, hee hee, like, and Michael was bald. That was a perfectly grafted hairpiece that he had. You know, he had the original lace front. Because when he had that fire, it kind of killed his hair follicles. So, his scalp was so severely burned that his hair never grew back. So Mike said, man, he went to what, what's that place you ladies go to? He went and got some Remy. He said, I ain't going out like that. He no. He hell. Bald headed Michael Jackson. No. Mm-mm. Yeah, he went out and got him a lace front. What's what's the name of that? Sally's Beauty Supply. Yeah, he went to Sally's. What's up, Glow? Glow will tell you, please. She was around me when my hair first started turning gray. I ain't going out like that. be a side by side picture. I look like my own grandfather. I ain't doing that. Mm-mm. Nope. What's going on, Glow? What you know? Brian Furious Frazier. What's going on, sir? Thank you for being on my live. Don't forget now, go ahead and like and share and all of that stuff. Yeah. Like it, comment, share, the whole thing. Do that. All right. Phyllis Malloy Bender. Good evening. Brian, I'm sure you already have the information for Casper's homegoing. I don't believe I'm saying that. I'm just not believing. Not believing it. But it is. So you relaxing? Hey, I'm gonna be doing that when I get off. When I get off the air. Oh, I know what this is. Easy Pawn. Audio Technica mic. Oh, I know that's gone by now. Heard that Jagged Edge is coming out with a new song, Let's Get Married Counseling. That's funny. You're funny, Troy. You should be a comedian, man. Or something. Wish I could be there for the homegoing. I know. Yeah. I think Marshall's coming in. Marshall, I guess, did the arrangements and everything, or, along with Casper's wife, Kim. What's up, sis? She said, would you do the repass? I'm like, are you kidding me? Absolutely. I've done all of Casper's birthday parties. Why wouldn't I do the repass? You know. Yeah. Absolutely. It would be my honor. Be my honor to honor my brother. Mm-hmm. Brian, it hasn't sunk in yet. It has not sunk in. I still don't believe it. Wow. Tracy Spencer and Tender Kisses right here on Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Hello to Brian Furious Frazier and Glow, my baby mama. Thank you for being on my Facebook Live. Don't forget now, where it says like, comment, and share, just go ahead and hit share. I would really like for you to do that. I'm trying not to use that other word tonight, It's like I use it too much. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories with Luther and Beyonce on Bedtime Stories. See, Ooh wee. I'm back. Okay. Okay, when is this? Sunday, August 13th. A balloon release. Okay. Well, I can't make that one. Mm. Yeah, I won't be able to make it to the balloon. Since a trailer follows trails, shouldn't a movie trailer come out after the movie? You're very funny. Very funny. Mm-mm. Oop, I bumped at the table, and the record didn't even skip. I tell you. Phyllis Rogers. Good evening. Hello, Phyllis. About to drop my sandwich. Uh, good evening, Phyllis. How was your day, Phyllis Rogers? Probably way better than mine, I tell you. I haven't had a good day in a while, or at least these past few weeks. DJ Corey, Alvin Washington, and now Casper. So, of course, there was no mention of Alvin Washington. They're like, who? Vince Brown. Who? Yeah. No mention of poor Alvin. Oh well. We remember him. I would like to be with you. Where you are with me. Where are we going? To the funeral? Yeah, I'll be there. Call me and tell me what you want, where you want to be with me. I'm going to be here. You talking about the radio station? You know, whenever you want to be, it's a done deal. To me, you were always a part of WOSD. It's just you couldn't get out of Lamont's clutches. I'm like, man, he must made y'all drink the Kool-Aid or something. Mm-hmm. Assisted a few families in need with God's grace. I know that's right. Amen. Mm. Boom, 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 boom. No, you're all I need. You're all. But you answer. Mhm. Make me say it again, girl. Once again, where it says like, comment, and share, don't forget to hit share. Please and thank you. Hit share. Where's that coming from? It's actually coming from your phone now, and it's not going to stop either. Ever notice why porn is so loud? You be in the room, be in the room all by yourself, or at least you think you're in the house all by yourself, right? You know, you got the porn on. All of a sudden, somebody walks in because you can't hear because the porn is up and you got surround sound. Happened to me. Mm-mm-mm. For all my Beyonce fans, and of course my Ramonski fans that don't listen to my show, hold on, please. We're doing a live radio show here. Yeah, got to be a Ramonski fan on the other end because I know they're not listening to me. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Isley Brothers and Beyonce, actually, they made that in the studio. They just inserted her voice in there. But this one is all real. Here's Tower of Power, and you're still a young man on Bedtime Stories. This is Al. I'm good. How are you? You must be a Ramoski Love fan. You ain't watching, you listening to Bedtime Stories, huh? I know. Oh well, you see, my number ain't changed. My number ain't changed in 20 years. Yes, sir. Absolutely. You got it. I got it. We got it. Not a problem. Sunday at 3 o'clock on 92nd and Ashland. At the funeral home. I'll be DJing in the parking lot of the funeral home on Saturday, 3 o'clock. This Saturday, 92nd and Ashland. Oh, till 6. Till 6. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Yep. 92nd and Ashland. Okay. Cool. And I can't wait to see them. I'm on the air right now, though. Thank you. I'll talk to you. Oh, almost cussed. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Glow? Why are you looking at porn, old man? Hmm. But yeah, I still watch porn, no matter how old I get. Didn't you see that movie Bad Grandpa with Robert De Niro? What was he doing? He was watching porn. So I'm watching porn. I'm not hurting nobody. Mm-mm. Not hurting nobody. Still a young man. Don't waste your time. Every radio ace leaves his ringer on and answers the phone on air to say, hold on. So don't make fun of him. You're funny, Troy. Very funny. Very funny. Good Lord. Maybe I should turn my phone off, Troy. What do you say? Oh boy. I'm glad it's not hot in here. I'd be sweating right now. I'd be sweating bullets, bullets. Hmm. Somebody made a comment today at my job. I'm not going to say who it was. Made a comment about Casper's appearance, how it's changed. Whoa. I'm turning it off. Okay. It's off now. It's off now. And not a moment too soon because my phone just turned my phone off and then my computer just froze. So hey, anyway, that of course was Sukiyaki from Taste of Honey right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. If you haven't seen the note for Casper for the homegoing, they're supposed to have a balloon drop, and that is this Sunday. And of course, I just turned my phone off, so I don't have the information in front of me. So it'll probably be posted on Facebook. So if you guys want to come out and support it, please do. Because on Sunday, of course, I have church, and work. So unfortunately, I won't be able to go to the balloon drop, but I will definitely be there for his homegoing service next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So for those of you who, you know, loved Casper like the world did, you know, first Chicago and then the world. He went all over the world with the cha-cha slide. There was not a place where you could go where you did not hear everybody clap your hands. So now it's going to take on a new meaning since you know, he's no longer here. So um, if you can make it to the balloon drop, please do so. I just got that at the last minute. As a matter of fact, it just came in. So if you can make it, and of course it'll be posted on Facebook. I'll try to put it on my page. I don't like to, you know, do that because, you know, you never know. Some people, they don't want your information, you know, up there like that. So uh, especially, you know, if, you know, it's you know, the family, they say, okay, you know, please respect the family's wishes at this time. And I get that. I understand. That's why when I saw a lot of people posting that Casper had passed, I was like, wait, no, not yet, not yet. And then unfortunately, after they posted it, you know, he passed, um, you know, the next day. So I didn't want to post anything. And as a matter of fact, I still am in shock, like a lot of you all are. Um, when he had his first diagnosis for his cancer, he had two types of cancer, and it attacked his kidneys and his liver. And you know, he was taking medication for it, and the medication seemed to be working for a while as long as he, you know, kept on that regimen. But unfortunately, back 7 years ago, they gave him 7 years to live, and unfortunately, he didn't make it. But like I said, you can't go anywhere now where you won't hear his voice saying, "Everybody clap their hands," and I think that is somebody outside with a very loud car. And I think that's a great testament to his legacy, that we can go somewhere and then we would hear his voice. So he ain't going nowhere. That's for sure. He is definitely not going anywhere. He is, uh, he's a what can I say? He's the spirit now, and we couldn't be, um, it couldn't be more better that he, still be with us in spirit. So we love you, Willie Casper Perry. This is Bedtime Stories. My computer's back up. Hello to Bubbles. Hey Bubbles, thank you for being on my live. Thank you so much. Don't forget, for those of you on my live right now, where it says like, comment, and share, just go ahead and share it. All right. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Grubhub is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis and Chicago, and of course WRLNradio.com, your home for R&B and throwbacks, or whatever they call it. Throwbacks. That's just Dusty's for 40-year-olds. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Alan Greer, with two in a row from the maestro. Woo! Good God. And the computer came back up too. It sure did. Pair of bubbles. If you get 500 viewers, I will turn your phone back on. Okay, cool. You're on. If you get 500 viewers, will you turn your phone back on? Absolutely. I promise. Yep. I certainly will. Yep. As soon as it hits 500, I'm turning my phone back on. Because right now, people are relentless with the text messages and the calling and everything else. I'm like, can y'all just wait till I get off the air? We don't know when to call you, Al. You're always so busy. You're always at work. And you should be too. You know, you should be at work too. Everybody should be at work between 9 and 5. I should not get any phone calls. 9 and 5. That's between you two, Troy. I'm not in that. But as of right now, my phone is off. off. Not to be turned back on until 12:01. You hear that? Anybody else is trying to text me or call me on the side, if you're not on here, then I'm not talking to you. I don't call you at your job, do I? No. What's up, Angie? So how was the South Shore reunion? Even though you didn't go to the Horace Mann reunion, you went to the South Shore reunion. Well, that was noble of you to go to. And of course, I knew nothing about it. Right? I knew about the picnic the next day, but I knew nothing about the meet and greet for the all class reunions of South Shore. I knew nothing about it. If I get you 500 views, you're gonna text. Okay, go ahead. When it hits 500, I'll turn the phone back on. But right now, no way, Jose. No, ma'am. Too many people have the main line, the hookup, the hotline. Troy was right. It's like, look, I'm doing a show. They just call right in the middle. Hey, and then want to carry on a conversation with me. I'm like, really? Like earlier today, I was at Donald Blair's house, right? I'm trying to program his show, and I messed it up. Having a conversation with somebody. It's like, bro, shut up. Get off my phone. What do you want? I love you, man. I'm like, yeah, I love you too. And I'm busy right now. I'll talk to you later. I'll call you back. That's my favorite line. I'll call you back. And then I don't call him back. Knock knock coming up. How'd you know? Oh, you're saying knock knock. Okay. I'm getting ready to play knock knock by the Dash Band. Like, can you see my screen? That's crazy. It was classes from the 80s. So why'd you go? You didn't graduate in the 80s. You graduated in the 79s. Yeah. Man, I was getting some good sleep this evening, right? Got off at 4:30. Well, that's when my relief finally came. Got home at 5, laid down, and lo and behold, at 5:45, my phone rings. And I couldn't go back to sleep. I was livid. I was livid when my phone rang at 5:45. I almost threw my phone out the window. I swear. I looked, I was like, I don't believe my phone rang. And it startled me out of my sleep because, I had been up since 5 this morning. And I'm like, there's nothing that important. Nothing, absolutely nothing, zero that important that it couldn't have waited. I was livid. Yeah, I'm gonna play Knock Knock by the Dance Band. Yeah. It's funny. You said Knock Knock. I'm like, oh, I'm about to play that. Brian Henley, what's going on? But yeah, I'm sorry, guys. When I'm doing my show, I'm trying to concentrate, especially when I'm at VON. It's like I'm on the board and, I'm answering phone calls. And I got a call today from, one of my DJs, and he, I understand you want to talk to me. I know you haven't seen me. You moved to, to Bumble, you know, what I want to say. And you're not here. That's some serious cosmic consciousness. I know, right? You said knock knock, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to play that. Anyway, so it's like, hey, if I'm at work and it's between 9 and 5, then you should be at work. I had a break. You don't get no breaks. Mm. It's like I got a rhythm going at work. I got this rhythm going. So therefore, I can't stop and talk to you. So I just put the phone down. It's like, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, Casper's gone. Yeah, yeah, he died. Yeah, yeah. Like, bruh, it's on Facebook. He was on 2579 at Telemundo. He's like on Telemundo. He's El Casper. He's like, I can't talk to you right now. I'm at work. Oh, I see you at work right now. Oh, what gave it away? Me answering the phone saying, WVON, may I have your name, please? I guess that gave it away. I know, not many, right? Mm. Unfortunately, it cuts off the last part of the song, which is that, no, anyway. Love Serenade Part 1, Barry White on Bedtime Stories. With the Peanut Butter Brother, Dr. Al Greer. Brian Henley, he came into my chat room, right? And he said, knock, knock. Well, I didn't know he was just saying hi coming into the chat room. I said, oh, I got that next. He said, how crazy is that? How many people can do that? He said, that's some serious cosmic consciousness. He comes in and says, knock, knock. And I say, oh, yeah. Here's Knock Knock from the Dance Band on Bedtime Stories. Standing here outside of your love, trying to get through what I'm dreaming of. That's crazy. Knock, knock. Who's there? Brian. Brian who? Oh. No one could take my place. I remember back in the day, and I'm sure Brian remembers this too, when all of the Motown artists recorded at one studio with the same musicians, and they would crank out album after album. Little JoJo, what's going on? They would crank out album after album. It's like, okay, now we got the Temptations album. Okay, now we're going to do Smokey and the Miracles album. Okay, next we got Supremes coming in. Okay, Martha and the Vandellas. It was like that. Sometimes the sessions would last all night. Hey, Trish. What you said, Brian? I am your father. We're like about the same age. What are you drinking? Actually, I'm drinking Arizona green tea, which is my favorite because it's not too sweet. And of course, it's green tea. So the way they brew it, it's like you get the green tea benefits without the sugar. Because, being a pre-diabetic, I can't do the sugar thing. Otherwise, I start seeing stars. But anyway, did you ever listen to the Supremes? Yes, Mr. Neil M. Um, my favorite song by the Supremes is not a popular song. It's not. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play it next, so I'll let you hear it. Because people are used to hearing, Can't Hurry Love, Baby Love, Where Did Our Love Go, so on and so forth. So, it's up to 2:57. What you gonna do now, Troy? But anyway, so people are used to the hits that came out. Love Is Here, Now You're Gone, Reflections, Love Child. Almost there. I see it. I know I saw that today. Robbie Robertson. It's like, man, everybody's leaving here. It's like somebody said tonight. It's like everybody's leaving here. It's like they're going to a concert or something. I said, yeah. DJ Corey, and you got Alvin Washington. I guess he's going to engineer. And then Casper, he's going to MC. Oop, 570. What say you, Troy? Oh, well, 570. So what's the name of the song? The name of the song is called Remove This Doubt. It's off of the album The Supremes Sing Holland Doja Holland. This is before they were dubbed Diana Ross and the Supremes. They were just the Supremes. It was the Gold album. So, yep, that's the name of the song. And I'm going to play that next, Remove This Doubt. But it's a beautiful song if you ever listen to it. But like I said, I'm going to play it next and see if I can turn it up and see if Facebook doesn't cut me off. You're welcome, Mr. Neil. Play Compassion Man and stop playing around. Yes, sir. I know, right? So they can really cut me off. My love, beside you there. Are you smoking anything? Nope, I'm not. But thanks for asking. That'll come later, like right before bed. But thanks for asking. If you have any, just drop it off. I would greatly appreciate it. Or catch everyone by surprise and play a good song. That's funny, Troy. You should consider suicide. Anyway, what's up, John Caldwell? Favorite Looney Tunes character? Mine is Sylvester because he spits when he talks. I don't know. Plus, I can do his voice really, really well. Suffering flickerdash. It was a lady at work today. She was very, she was like, wow, you can do all their voices. Because I did Herb Kent's voice, and she was like, you can do all their voices. I said, so says your ever-loving rag man. Yes, I can. Anyway, that track got away from you DJs. Did it really? You DJs. Well, I'm glad I'm not a DJ, but thank you. Because we played it. As a matter of fact, I was the first to play Compassion on the radio. I was. Little JoJo, what other verses can you do?
And what's up, Doc? Confound it.
You know,
I thought I put a cat.
you know, I'm going rabbit hunting. So that's those are the voices I do. Brian, BKO. What's going on, sir? Mr. Owens, sir. Yep. I also do
Tennessee tuxedo will not fail, right, Chumley?
Duh, yeah, Tennessee. Okay, that's enough. All right. Reveal in time. Yep, Don Adams was Tennessee Tuxedo. Yes, he was. And he was also
Inspector Gadget. Go, Gadget,
whatever. Do Rick from Rick and Morty. Probably could. DeBargen, time will reveal right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Thank you for joining us here. All the people that are watching me on Twitch right now, they're like, can you do voices? One of them said, can you do Rick from Rick and Morty? No. I could if I watch the cartoon long enough, and I kind of pick up on voices. Greg Beasley, thank you so much. Thank you for being on my live. Brian Henley, who was Underdog. The voice of Underdog was a guy by the name of Wally Cox, who appeared on Hollywood Squares. He was usually the corner square, and then he got replaced by Jonathan Winters. Of course, the middle square was always Paul Lynde. So that was who was Underdog. That was Wally Cox. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Yeah. Can you do the guy from Police Academy? No, I'd have to watch Police Academy. I'm sleepy. Tell me a story, please. Well, I'll tell you a story about this song. It's from the album The Supremes Sing Holland Dozier Holland. On the cover of the song, on the cover of the album, it's all in gold, and it has a black and white picture, which is one of the prettiest album covers I've seen in a long time. And it's like, wow, that is cool. Anyway, and on the back, there's a picture of the Supremes, and they're standing around the piano with Brian Holland, Lamont Dozier, and Eddie Holland, who is a not so popular singer. The name of the song is called Remove This Doubt, from the Supremes Sing Holland Dozier Holland on Bedtime Stories. Yes, Greg Beasley. I do Elvis. I do Elvis too. Your live is buzzing. I know, right? It's crazy. I saw Wally Cox on Twilight Zone. Yeah. So, Troy. Sincere, what's going on, son?
Completely surrender your love to me. Be sweet and not discreet. Remove the stuff from my heart's voice and let me live my life knowing you care. Remove the stuff.
So my agent has me DJing at a funeral home on Saturday on 92nd and Ashland. My agent. Yeah, I have an agent. I have a Zoom call with my alien friends. Okay, Brian. Let's go right ahead. Nano. I like the way they remixed that at the end.
This is Mercy, one of the house gals, and you're listening to Bedtime Stories.
Traveling all over the world. Go ahead, Brian. This is Brian Henley, ladies and gentlemen. He's saying, please announce that it's him. I'm pretty sure maybe they don't know. That's Brian Henley, ladies and gentlemen. He's on our live right now. I want that bass on that song, Brian. Kenny Burke, get out of here. No wonder the bass is so tight on this song. Kenny Burke, come on now. I know it's a drum program, but it sounds like live drums to me. He's got the horn sound too, boy. Oh, that's live brand. Okay. Anytime an artist requests their own song, I just think that's just, well, anyway. Brian Henley, that is Compassion. He's on our Facebook Live right now. He said, that's my girlfriend on the vocals. She had a stroke and can't speak today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Because I hear her moaning on that song. But anyway. Brian Henley made that song. He wanted me to let you all know that. But of course, they got this thing now they call Shazam. They got a whole TV show hosted by Jamie. All you got to do is Shazam it and it comes up. Brian Henley, Compassion on Bedtime Stories. I see you, buddy. Brian Henley Lordson. Oh, whatever. I love you too, bro. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. From Brian Henley Lordson to After 7. Can he love you like this? I don't think so. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. Well, yeah. Sing it, Melvin, Kevin, and Keith. Rest in peace, Melvin. You are the man. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Yes. Oh, come on. In my Mary Povich voice. I know, right? Uh, we're going to miss Maury. TV's not going to be the same without Maury. You know, there's no one around to say, when it comes to 6-year-old so and so, you are not the father. It's just not going to be the same. You know, it's like Jerry, now Maury. Like, what's really going on? TV is changing that much? You know, and I'm like, okay, I get it. You know, Jerry was getting up there in age, and he started doing Judge Jerry. By trade he was a attorney, and ended up being the mayor of Cincinnati before becoming a popular talk show host, and of course doing the movie Ringmaster. No, Maury didn't die. He got canceled. He didn't die though. Jerry died. I'll be in Chicago Labor Day performing with Billy Branch and the SOBs. I tell you, those SOBs, I tell you. But no, Maury didn't die, baby. No, baby. No, baby. He didn't die. He just retired before they fired him. They're like, look, Maury, go somewhere and sit down. We tired of this, you know. I think the people that were doing the swab test, I think they were tired of him too. They're like, look, can we make the show about something else? I mean, every show was about, paternity tests. You know, you might as well just turn it into Maury paternity test Povich show. Yeah, I know, right? Where I was talking, no, Jerry died. Jerry's gone. Long live Jerry Springer. Jerry had 9 lives because, at first Jerry was doing, he was doing a regular show, right? And then one day they had a fight on the show and they were like, let's keep that. Then, of course, it was provoking violence and, Father Flager tried to shut him down. So like every time, a blow, somebody get ready to hit somebody, they would edit it out or put the camera on the audience. It's like, that's crazy. I'm like, are they really going to do this? So, they, have a shot of the audience and their reaction like he got hit. He got hit with a bag of business. Yeah, but no, Maury's not dead, sweetheart. He's somewhere with his wife, Connie Chung. Yeah. And her cousin Wang Chung. Come on, Troy. You know you want to. It's her cousin Wang Chung. Everybody have fun tonight. Woo. Is it too late to join the monastery? Monistat? Monastery? Yeah, okay. Is it too late to be a preacher or a priest? It's never too late, right? Yeah. I'm thinking about that. I'm really thinking about that. You know, I had to talk to Father Flegger. I'm like, what do you do? And you're like 70 something years old, and but you probably got it in when you were younger, right? Didn't you? So you probably had so much that it's like, well, now I can be a priest. I got a date with Hallie B. All right. Woo! Enjoy yourself, Brian Henley. Lordson. Oh boy. Yeah, what is television going to do now? I mean, at one time we had Ricky Lake, Sally Jesse Raphael, of course, the Queen Oprah. All hail to the Queen. Geraldo Rivera. Remember Geraldo? He got Botox right on television. So yeah, he got some kind of shot in his face or something like that. Geraldo was just, him and his mustache, a man and his mustache. But that was my guy. That was my guy, Geraldo. And then of course you had Ricky Lake with her little cute fat self, you know, her little booty diggers as I call them. I'm like, why did they put some nails on her? Her fingers look like, you know, it's crazy. Respect the correction of my artist title. Whatever. Just respect the artist. I am an artist. You all probably say he really loves that song. Just as long as we have love. From the album Pick of the Litter by the Spinners, featuring Dionne Warwick. Just as long as we have love, we'll have everything. We'll be broke and living under Laura Wacker, but we'll have everything. That's all we need to live off of love. I thought that at one time. I could live off of love, but then I'd be in the dark, poor, broke, and cold. So there you go. Brian Henley, you are a fool. I thought Troy was a nut, but you are. Brian said, I am your father. Must be the hair. Here's here's Will Downing and his version of No One Can Love You More on Bedtime Stories. What should I play? Games. Darth Vader. I know, right? Luke, I'm your father. Like, no, you're not. You're James Earl Jones in a black suit. No, I'm not. I'm actually a British actor, and my voice is dubbed in. Okay, all right. And that was true. We all thought the James Earl Jones was in that suit. He was like, I'm not getting in that suit for anything. You know. And they got an actor. And they would, because you never saw Darth Vader's mouth move because he had that helmet on. So of course they dubbed in Darth Vader's voice with James Earl Jones. Oh God. Ah,
Look, I am your father.
no, you're not. Take off the helmet and show me.
Okay, but you're not going to like what you see.
Okay, all right. Well, let me see. What you got? Not like James Earl Jones, though.
I am not. I'm actually a British actor, and my voice is dubbed in.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. That's cool. Wow, what happened to my viewers? It dropped out from like 5 something to no, now those are the regular numbers. Okay. Back to the regular number. Yeah, I know, right? 550 people left in 10 seconds. What about the classic Sweet Sweetback? Oh, that was one of my favorites. With the little boy in the movie, right? You know who the little boy was in the movie, right, Brian? That was Mario as a kid. And then, of course, as an adult, it was Melvin. Yep. Melvin Van Peebles. He made that movie all by himself. They had to fight to get an R rating for the movie because it was X rated. They were like, "Oh no, nobody ever go see this movie," you know. And we won't play this movie in the theaters because it's porn, you know. Sweetback's badass song. Sweetback. Yep. That was a classic movie. I remember seeing it as a young adult. Of course, I couldn't see it as a kid because it had a R. It was like a soft porn movie. The kind we used to watch. Between the lines when we're watching on TV. It's like, ooh, I see something. Yeah. I used to have a sweet back. Now it's more like a fat back. Oh, Brian. You never saw Sweetback, Greg? Oh man, that is a classic. That is a stone cold black exploitation classic movie. And the soundtrack is done by Earth, Wind, and Fire. They never did another soundtrack after that. They did. I take that back. They did the soundtrack to a movie that actually never came out. If you all are following at home, pull out your album, That's the Way of the World. It says from the Sig Shore movie, That's the Way of the World. Well, they did this whole soundtrack for this movie that never came out. So you had all those beautiful songs. You had Reasons and Feelings, Happy Feelings, Yearning and Learning. That's the Way of the World, of course. Um, and Shining Stars. All of those came from that album. All About Love. The album came out. The movie got shelved. They actually were in the movie. In the movie, they were known as the band. And the movie never got released. Pair of boobies. That means Al is false advertising when he says put you to bed but never to sleep. Around 75, yes. Yes. Yep. So I'm telling you, the movie never came out, but it was probably one of the most popular songs that Earth, Wind, and Fire had ever done. Next to Keep Your Head to the Sky. That's the Way of the World went either double or triple platinum. You know, like I said, Shining Star, That's the Way of the World, All About Love, Feelings, Happy Feeling, Yearning and Learning, um, and of course, Reasons, the original version, not the. You know, that was the remade version. You know, they had to funk it up a little bit. Bro, you need to start sharing your show with me. I thought I was. Why, thank you. Bob said, damn sleepy people. I know, right? Mm-mm. You must have texted a whole bunch of older people, older than me. Same song, different artists. Phyllis Hyman, Will Downing. No one can love you more. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Alan Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Before I forget, I need to send off my show to the other radio station. Anyway, Brian Henley's What About the Wahoo Man? And you are telling your age, because I sure as hell don't remember that. I'll tell you the story about the Wahoo Man one of these nights. Here's Earth, Wind, and Fire from an album that was a soundtrack to a movie that never came out. From the album and soundtrack of That's the Way of the World, All About Love. Ugh, 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 ugh. Herb Kit. I'm so cool, I'm frozen like clothes. Ugh. I'm back. Ugh. What are you talking about now, Brian? Aren't you an hour ahead of us? Shouldn't you be asleep now? Squeeze the weasel. Yes, I did. Yes, I certainly did. The weasel has been squished. Here we go. Can't use that one, can I? I'm in your future. All right. Woo! I'm out of computers. I got one left. Good Lord. This chair keeps attacking my microphone. What did I do to you? Back, Jack. Do it again. Brian, whatever you had, maybe you might want to share it with us. Split, spang, split a doobie. Whatever you are drinking, sir, I would like to have some. Please send it to my P.O. box. Which is cool because I live not far from two post offices. I know it's crazy, right? Two of them. Put me on air, Orange Sunshine. Yeah, okay. Mm-mm. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Good Lord. Woo. Purple microdots. Window pane. I could imagine. Mm-mm. LSD. Woo. They still sell that? Like, where do you get LSD from? I don't know. She said mushrooms will do the trip. I know that's right. 20th Century, and Do You Remember the Rain, which features my good friend Mr. Pierre Johnson right here on Bedtime Stories. It's almost time for foreplay, but before we do that, a word from our sponsor. But, mm-mm. Da-da-da-da-da. Grubhub is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, your home for old school and dusties. WDLB Indianapolis, America's soundtrack, and of course WRLNradio.com. Today's new R&B and throwbacks. It is time for foreplay. This group hails from, you guessed it, Boston. They won a they won a talent contest. Actually, they came in second, but the guy who was, over the talent show, he was so impressed by them. He said, "Well, I'll take you guys over." I wonder who won. That's what I want to know. I always wondered who won the contest because they weren't the winners. Actually, they came in second, but of course, the guy took them under his wing. The guy we're talking about, his name was Maurice Starr, and he was like responsible for other groups, New Kids on the Block, who became the white version of this group. Tonight in Foreplay, we feature the music of New Edition. This is Can You Stand the Rain on Bedtime Stories. It's Foreplay. Mm-mm-mm. No perfect day. I know that I can count on you. That's not possible. Tell me, can you weather a storm? Be with me right now. Then you, baby, can you stand the rain? This we know for sure. Love unconditional. Mm-hmm. Down in my eyes, love needs to be done. I'm sending an email, guys, so don't think I'm turning my back on you. You know I'm turning my back on you. Be right there for me. Baby. Oh no, I Shorty, can you stand it? Tell me, baby. Let's go get wet. I heard that. Basketball Jones. I got a basketball Jones. I got a ball Jones. Oh, baby. Ooh. Yeah, man. Come on, Johnny girl. Can be a pain in the ass. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, man. Woo, my hair is all over the place. The way I like it, all over the place. Sing, Ralph. Change boys to menses. Change boys to men. A Utah man is arrested for making threats against Joe Biden. How stupid is he? That's what I want to know. How stupid is this man to make threats against the president? I'm not even going to say it, guys. I know what you're thinking. And I'm not even gonna mention him. I'm not giving him no nothing. No smoke at all. He don't get none. You did my first on-air radio show, and my mom asked that precious moment. Thank you, brother, in 2005 on Kennedy King Radio. Thank you. Wow. That precious moment. Mm. Wow. Now, I did do something in my life, didn't I? If I did get credit for something, didn't I? First time, my mom first time hearing me on the radio. Wow. You know, it's funny because first time my mom heard me on the radio, she didn't recognize my voice. That's not you. But mom, that's me doing that commercial. That's not you. Say something. Do what I gotta do to break her heart. To break her heart. I feel like I ain't shaved in days. Feeling kind of hairy here. Hmm. To be apart. Ooh wee. Phone going down, brother. See you later. Okay. Yes, I know that feeling when your phone goes down. I hate that feeling. My phone's going down. Oh Lord. Oh, give me the blue pill. To be apart. Sing Ruffy boy. Hey, Ralph. I should have kept the impressions going when the people were listening to me on Twitch. Should have kept doing it. Hey, Ralph. Hey. Uh, all right, Brian. Take care, man. See you when you get here to the Chi Town, baby. To Chi Town. Yeah, hit me up. I want to offer a promotion for of your channel followers. That the price is lower than the competitive auto on curl today. Order management panel. Everything's in your hands. Turn off, on, customize. Go to dodgehype.com. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Cool. The price is lower than any competitor. Well, I have to let the Bubs do that. He does all my PR work now. Oh, mm, 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 uh-oh, I'm out of Arizona. Mm-hmm. 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 Love that song. Love to I love that song. Mm-hmm. That is such a pretty song. Helplessly in Love. I felt like that at one time. I did. I really did. I was crying my butt off. I swear. Helplessly in love. I remember somebody coming to my office. They're like, "Why are you crying?" I was like, "Because I'm in love." Now get out of my office. I was playing Rocky Robbins, and I was just bawling, boy. You wrapping up foreplay. New edition and Helplessly in Love. Wow. All those songs, of course, produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. A few years ago, the Temptations did an album called Back to the Basics. The album tanked. Oh, it tanks. It was so bad. But there was one cut on that album that I loved so much. The album came out in, I want to say 1983. And the name of the song is called Make Me Believe in Love Again. It features Ron Tyson on the lead on Bedtime Stories. Woo. Mm, 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 mm. Isn't that a pretty song? Sing, Ron. Woo, Lord. Oh boy. In love again. Don't even hear the rest of the Temptations on that song, do you?
Hi, this is Natasha, one of the Owls Gals, and you're listening to Bedtime Stories.
Eyes of lost love. It's never too late to find love. Put the past behind you. Keep your heart open, and love will find you. It's never too late for love. When your heart is open, it's not too late at all. Words to take, and my life goes on. Every day I tell myself you really are gone. If I hate to think, oh, is it still you? Oh, 'cause I have learned, 'cause I had the best. There was you. And now there's all the
One lost love. You like you. Keep your heart open. Your heart open. Mm. I don't think Dion has sang harder. She had to keep up with Glenn Jones. It seemed like every time Glenn opened his mouth, Dion had to answer him. Finder of Lost Loves, which was the theme song for the TV show that was on ABC. Man, there were two different versions of that song. The other one was, of course, done by Luther Vandross, but Luther didn't have permission to have his released, so they found somebody who sounded a little bit like Luther, and that was Glenn Jones. They performed that song on The Tonight Show years ago. Here's Johnny Gill, Quiet Time. The quiet time to play. Johnny Gill. Ken Wadlington, what's going on? Ain't too proud to beg. Come on now. What's been going on with you, Ken? Quiet time. Mhm. Just chugging along. I heard that. Same here. Same here. Johnny Gill. There we go. Hope you're hanging in there and coping, dear brother. I am. Definitely coping. You know, Ken, it's funny you should say that. I still don't believe it. I really don't. I still don't believe it. You know, how it's like I want to pick up the phone and call him and, for him to answer it. I know that sounds really, really weird, but that's the way I feel. I feel like, he ain't gone. He ain't gone. But it's just, I don't know how to put it. It's just very difficult, you know, to cope with. And it's like, I know they gave him 7 years. So he tried to cram a whole lifetime into 7 years. And he certainly did. He certainly did. All of his shows and everything else. He crammed a lot into those 7 years. I just, there are times where I'll sit there and I'll think about it, and it's like, he's not really dead. He's not gone. And then I think about it like, yeah, he's gone. But it's just hard to cope with. It's like, when somebody is old, like in the 80s or 90s, you expect them, to go in their 90s, not their 80s, but in their 90s. You expect, oh, well, they might live to be 100, but, but it's weird when it's someone that's that close to you, someone that you've known all your life. I'm like, you came up to the club that night. You brought me the shoes. That's where I was that night. I was DJing with him. So it's just wild. It just really is. I cannot, wrap my mind around this. So I'm glad I got a chance to meet Casper at the joint over on Ashland that night. Yeah. Once again, I just can't wrap my head around it. Oh, baby. Uncle Ron, you still up? I know you can't sleep. And what makes it so bad, Uncle Ron, I've had to be at VON all this week at 6 o'clock in the morning with no help, none, no help. And it's like, it's just, 5 o'clock hits, it's time to get up and get in the car. And I'm like, I haven't had a chance to grieve, and people don't understand it. They just, well, do you want some company? No, I don't want any company. I want to grieve. Leave me alone and let me grieve. But they don't get that, you know, because they're on some selfishness, some selfish ish. And it's like, look, give me a couple of weeks to recover. People are posting stuff on Facebook. I'm like, oh, I feel sorry for you. Guess what? I lost 3 friends in 2 weeks. You know, so I have to deal with me right now. I hate to get on my personal soapbox, but it's like, you know, let me, everybody, right. We congratulated him for the new TV commercial. Yeah, I remember. It was it was the McDonald's commercial. I was like, wow, check him out. But it's like everybody grieves differently. I don't I don't have to be hugged up with somebody to grieve. I need to do this by myself because all I'm going to do is if I, you know, like today I broke down at work. You know, Darlene Hill says, "Oh, do you need a hug, baby?" I'm like, "Yeah, from you, yeah." You, Darlene Hill, yeah. I don't think I'll get too many hugs from Darlene Hill. TV news anchor, yeah, sure. That I used to watch every morning on Fox, yeah. You can touch me, but everybody else, you got to understand. This is heavy on us. You will get your time to grieve, and it takes a lot of time, and it's going to because we're talking 30 years plus. I don't remember a time where Casper wasn't in my life. He always would get, booked for gigs and stuff. And if he couldn't do the gig, he sent me. The last one was this birthday party. This lady had just turned 75 and, he couldn't do it. But he had enough strength to get up there and to perform. He had enough strength then to get up and perform. But I looked at him and the suit was just hanging off of him. I'm like, oh Lord. Vince's plans have not been made. Casper's is this next weekend. So yeah. So they're having a balloon release on Sunday at 2:00 on in the park. So I always wonder if Philip Bailey can still hit those notes, right? All right, y'all. Philip Bailey, y'all. Reasons live from the album Gratitude right here on Bedtime Stories. Hello to Uncle Ron. He said, this is heavy on us and you will get your time to grieve. It takes a lot of time. And it truly does. And we're talking about Casper again. Casper, like I was telling Uncle Ron, I said, I can't remember a time he wasn't in my life. He would have gigs that he couldn't do and he would send them to me. He's like, you my first choice. And he said a whole bunch of other names. He said, not him, not him, not him, but you. And, I'm like, well, thank you. And I didn't think anything of it. But, every time I would get a gig, he's like, how'd the gig go? I said, the gig was cool. He said, did you make the money? Did you get paid? Yes, I made the money. I got paid. Thank you again, brother. He said that's what it's all about. If I can't do it, then you're the first on the list, and then so and so, then so and so. And I really appreciated that because, to tell you the truth, he charged way more than most people charge Others like, oh, I can give you $150. I'm like, $150 what? To hold the speaker? That's about it. I can do that. But yeah, I was getting paid. Here's Alexander O'Neill on Bedtime Stories. My brother was hooking me up. Yep, he was. Here we go again. Mm-mm-mm. But Uncle Ron, I've not slept since Monday. Sunday, they told me his organs were shutting down. That was Sunday. And then Monday, he was gone. You know, have I slept? No, because I had to get right back up after leaving my other job and get right back up and go to VON in the morning. So, wow. Since he was 19 or 20, coming to Mr. Ricky's on 55th. And like I said today, they were, asking me, what were my memories of Casper. I've been on the air all day talking about him on VON. And Perry had this whole segment dedicated to Casper. And I was impressed. I didn't know he got his name because sometimes he'd be there and then he'd disappear and they started calling him Casper. I thought that he got the name from Bootsy because, he resembled Bootsy so much, So I just assumed he started calling himself Casper because of that. But she broke it down. She's like, nope, that's not it. I'm like, really? Okay. I've known this man all his life. And you telling me that ain't how he got the name? Okay, cool. All right. So, but anyway, I think that was around the time that I met Casper, when he was like, teenager, 20s, something like that, and that was it. He was, he just appeared one day like a ghost. He just appeared one day, and he was in my life, and he was always at the parties. He was always winning the contests. Him and Kiki were always, dancing and, doing their thing. And I cannot remember a time where I did not see him at a club, in the street, at his crib. I did all his birthday parties. I don't know why. He just wanted me to do them. It's like, well, what about so-and-so? And what about him? And what about, it's like, no, man. You my brother, man. I'm like, okay, all right. And I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, yeah. But when Kim started calling me brother, I was like, okay, it's something to that. He has said something to her. And ever since then, we've been closer than any brothers. One time I needed money to get my phone bill paid, right? So Casper made a phone call and he got me the money. He said, Don needs you to do a commercial for him. He's going to pay you $150. I'm like, that's the money for the phone bill. So he's always looking out for me. He was always looking out for me, And he would bug the hell out of me and be like, In the middle of the day, I'm at work, stack of work in front of me. Hey man, I need you to do these intros. I'm like, okay. You do know I'm at work, right? He said, man, it ain't gonna take you long to do nothing, man. I'm like, okay. And he was right. Most of the time, all I had to do was insert somebody's name. He wanted these intros for these people who were doing his shows, right? And all I had to do was do the beginning. She was born so and such on this date here in this town here. As so and so, put your hands together for Miss whoever. And that was it. Took me all of 5 minutes to do it, got back to my work, whatever I was doing at the station, and was done with it. And it's like, check your email. He'd call me back like 10 minutes later. It's like, did you send it yet? I'm like, check your email. Okay. All right. Oh, I see it, bro. Okay, cool. And he said, when you coming out to the studio? I'm like, what studio? You got a studio. Okay, cool. When you coming out to the club? Okay, I'll be out at the club Saturday. Okay, I'll be there at this time. Okay, I'll meet you at the club. And it seemed like he wanted me involved in everything he was doing. I was like, I'm trying to stay out of the clubs. Ain't nothing in the clubs but alcohol and loose women. I can drink at home. Don't know about the women though, but Ron can tell you he watched us grow up in the clubs. That's why he's Uncle Ron. And that was it. I got to a point where I was just tired of clubs. And then he called me, man, I got this club on Wednesday. I want you to come spin for me. I'm like, I don't want to spin in no club. Where was the club at? It was, what was that, 112th and Ashland. That was someplace else. Did I want to do it? No, I didn't want to do no more clubs. I was clubbed out. I was, worn out from clubs. Did I do it? Yes. I did it and I quit it. I said, I don't want to do clubs no more. And, I got kind of a little following, with the clubs. And which added to the, the radio part, But I was like, can I get popular without being in the club? And the answer was no. And that came from Casper. So I have to be in the club. So that was it. So I did the clubs with him. The club burned down. Another reason why I didn't want to do the club. The club burned down. Someplace else burnt down. They recently reopened it as a upscale restaurant, and I've seen no cars in the parking lot since then. On Wednesday, we had to park around the corner, down the block, up the street. It was packed in there. It was packed. It's all because of Casper. They had nobody, absolutely nobody there on the nights that Casper wasn't there. I know because I DJ'd there. He said, well, we want you to play that music that you and Casper play on Wednesdays on the weekend to keep the riffraff out. I said, okay. So, the guys would come in and they would hear the music, and and be like, we gone. We out of here. We don't hear this. And that was it. Because we weren't playing hip hop. So they didn't want to come up in there. I was like, cool. We weren't playing it, and neither one of us wanted to hear it. It all had its place. That is Jesse Johnson from the Time. And I'm just wanting you right here on Bedtime Stories. That's going to do it for me. Thank you for staying up with me. To Luana, Ken Watlington, Uncle Ron, to Brian Henley Lordson, whose phone died, to Bubbles, to Greg Beasley. Who else? Who else was on here? Let's see. Greg Beasley, John Caldwell, my son, Sincere. Who else? Brian B.K. Owens. Brian Owens, thank you so much. You're a true pal. I appreciate you. Did I say John Caldwell? Little JoJo. Darius Lawrence. I didn't know he was on there. What's up, D? Appreciate you, man. Little JoJo. I don't know who that is, but they were on Twitch watching me. But once again, thank you. Trish, appreciate you. Miss you. My baby mama Glow, she was just blowing up my phone, which prompted me to hang it up, turn it off. Brian Furious Frazier, Daryl Owens, Ronnie, Toya Gibson, DJ Coach, Yvette, Sherry Yvette Withers Banks, my daughter Brianna, Pamela Hawkins, who's taking a mental night off, Chris Bass, LaTanya Lynn Garrett, aka Miss Hollywood. Thank you, and thank you. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. I am going to bed and get some sleep so I can get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I ain't feeling it though. But anyway, I've been doing it all week. Good night, y'all. Take us out, Ray Parker Jr. Night, y'all.